Welcome to Critjen's cooking extravaganza. Now kids, obviously I'm not a chef. I do not study any sort of culinary arts. I'm just highly resourceful and highly observant. Now chances are, if you are watching this video, you are a youngster, meaning you are under the control of your parentals/guardientals, which means that you have once in your life said, "Mom, there's no food in the fridge," or something of that sort. And your mom gave you that look like, "Boy, if you don't shut up, I know there's some dang food in that fridge. We are not eating no McDonald's. Period." She probably didn't say period because she may be a little older. Or your dad, I don't discriminate. Your dad may have said the same thing to you. Either way, I'm here. Well, I'm gonna say this. If you're an adult watching this, click out. You have no place here. Like, just kidding, no, please stay. I need views and I need friends. And if you want to be my friend, hey. Anyways, so I'm just gonna look around the house and see what we have. I might have different things than you or more things than you. I'm sorry if I do. I might have less things than you. I'm sorry I'm not rich. But we're just gonna observe and see. We're gonna do a little tour. I'm not gonna take you with me because I'm lazy and you're all the way over there. But just gonna search right here. First thing, apple. And don't get it twisted, we're making a full course meal. We're making, I don't even know, actually I don't know what that word means, so we're just gonna have dinner and dessert if that's a full course meal. A 3-course meal. As you can see, we have an air fryer, but we won't be cheating. Bread! I got bread! Ah! We being healthy. We got some quinoa, period. Alright, so we have like flour, baking soda, baking powder. Do I know how to make a cake? No. Will I be looking at a recipe? Also no. So we're just gonna do a little experimentation. I also have milk, so that needs to go with, and oil. Okay, oil, flour, baking soda, baking powder, milk, that's it. Okay. Sorry, sprinkles too, sprinkles. So we have eggs. I don't know if I want to use them. We have leftover veggie sausage. This package has already been opened. So there's like 2 in there. And then, oh yeah, I'm pescatarian just in case you didn't know, meaning I'm healthier than all of you. And then mozzarella. Sorry, my stuff keeps slipping out. It's late at night, meaning like 8 o'clock. I'm an old person. We have some tortillas. Should I keep going? So I went by the hot sauce, right? There's barely any left, as you can see. But I can't eat spicy food. It's like the worst thing. I have like terrible taste buds. Ketchup, believe it or not, is spicy. Like I taste it like, woo! Yeah, ketchup is hot. Watch out, kids. Some Old Bay, because if you're, I don't have anything I can use Old Bay with. Never mind. I think that's it. It's starting to look real sad. Okay, but this isn't all we had, but this is what I had right now, wanted to get. So I'm basically Gordon Ramsay, and he's probably quaking at this very moment because I'm coming for his throne, period. So I'm gonna put them in groups. So here's, alright, all grouped up. So if you can't see, because I'm terrible with angles, I have flour, tortillas, and mozzarella bread. Triggered you. I have quinoa. Oh, they got recipes on the back? I can't follow those. I have the representation of a cake, and I'm gonna find something to do with this apple. I have 1 dozen eggs that I might not use. I have bread, and I have sausage. So what I think I need to do first is, okay, so I have electric stove. I burn everything. It's a curse. I can't not burn something on an electric stove. But I'm gonna start by just boiling these. Oh, one more thing. I thought we had peppers, but they looked sad. So I'm gonna start by boiling these. Y'all smell something? I think you're supposed to salt your water. I just see people do it with pasta, so I'm just gonna do it myself. Maybe they don't use salt shakers, but don't judge me. Okay, I was watching BuzzFeed, and they said to do it liberally, so. Donald Trump sucks, Donald Trump, I hate him. JK. Also, if you try to come for my cooking skills, I come for your throat. Period. So these three are going on this. Okay, so these are going to the oven. So here, let me teach you guys a little trick. So, let's say you're having a day, right? You're living, breathing, sorry that you're living and breathing, and you just are hungry, per usual. I mean, this video is for you, but you're starving, and all you have is tortillas and this, and if you're anything like me, you can't cook these on the stove, not simultaneously, so you preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Just by the way, I made that up. 400 degrees, and you just slap a tortilla on your. I washed my hands before this. Since we're living lavish, I'm only gonna make one because honestly, how am I gonna eat all of this food? And so, you grease your pan, of course. Your foil. See, I'm lazy. I don't feel like getting a whole like pan thingy out. That's too much work. And if you don't have any spray, you're in luck, because I'm here. You can just pour the stuff on there and hope for the best. And so what you want to do is spray. Alright, so yeah. So now it's all greased up. It's like a slip and slide. Oh, let's talk about ice skating for a second, because that's one of my pet peeves, and it just reminded me of that. I hate ice skating. It was created by the devil to spite me, because I cannot do it. People are like, oh, have you fallen? No, I've never fallen. I'm terrified of falling. That's why I've never fallen. I've gone like 7 times in my whole life, and I haven't fallen, but I'll absolutely fall if I keep trying. I just think it's kind of unfair that other people can do it so easily, and then when I do it, I look so bad. It's so tacky. It's kind of rude. So don't spill your cheese everywhere. And so, even though the oven doesn't finish preheating, I'm quite impatient, so I'm just gonna throw it in there anyways. You can make a little rim if you want, you know, be a little bougie or something. So we're gonna start preparing our cake. And so normally I would make it in the microwave, but since the oven's preheating anyways, I oughta. So we're gonna make a small personal cake so no one else wants it. I'm sure no one else will want it anyways. So we're just gonna slap some flour in there. Gordon Ramsay, stop quaking so loud, gosh. Here's my baking powder. Here's my baking soda. Remember that song in middle school? Everyone was like, baking. I poured a little too much. If you want to add a little extract, you can. I'm just gonna choose rum extract. As you can see, you also don't need any measuring spoons for this thing. Also, just mix a little sprinkles to make it a little special. Something juicy, something juicy. And you're gonna wanna add your milk, and then put your dog in it because he likes to bark. This is soy milk. We're just gonna put a little oil in it. Vegetable oil. That's too much. The quinoa is boiling. I cook like Miranda sings. So it's looking a little dry, so I'm gonna add a little more. I'm gonna add water. Because water multiplies. You might be wondering, what am I gonna do with the apple? Not yet, wait. I don't know if it should look like this or not, but it's looking like this. I've never seen a cake with this consistency. Milk. Oh, I'm so dumb. You know what I forgot to add? jelly. This video is out to all of you guys that are like, there's no food in the fridge, there's no food at home. Look at me. I might actually be perpetuating that notion. Oh yes, a little natural food dye. Now it's a little pink. It looks like pink throw up. Story time. Okay, so speaking of pink throw up, once I was sick. Didn't know we had this. So yes, I was sick, and I go to school in a different town than where I live, and so I take a school bus there. But if I don't have the school bus, I used to take the FTA bus home until I moved. But so here I am, stuck at school, sick, feeling sick to my stomach, like one of those throw up sicknesses. Shh. And so I have my throw up sickness, and I tried to call my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad. I knew he was at home. So I was like, hey, I was trying to call him like, hey, you should probably pick me up because I feel like I'm going to throw up. Critjen. He just wanted to be in the video. Say hi, sisters. He loves So we're going to put this into wish me luck. I was sick, trying to call my dad. And he didn't pick up, so I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna die. Cause like literally it was one of those sicknesses where I like felt like I couldn't stand up. Like I had to sit down everywhere I went, or else I was gonna puke. It just wasn't gonna be cute. And so I'm trying to call my dad. He doesn't pick up. So me being smart, I get on the bus anyways. And oh yeah, my mom was also at work. So me being smart, I get on the bus feeling really ill, and smarter of me, right before that, I got a parfait from McDonald's, right? Bad decision, because I thought I was hungry, and so I was like, should I get fries or a parfait? I was like, Christian's gonna go with the parfait. So yeah, I get a parfait, I eat it, don't feel any better, thinking I am, and so I get on the bus, and literally, we get to the first stop, right? My first transfer where I get onto another bus, and I feel like garbage still, and I lay on, I live in Baltimore, so I'm in Baltimore City, and I'm laying on a slab, you know how they have the gardens, and they have the little concrete blocks next to it, so I was laying on one of those, and this guy, kind of crazy looking, which he was a very kind person. Like, don't judge crazy looking people because they are the nicest, most caring people ever. So he comes over, he's like, hey man, because I had my saxophone, I had my book bag, and he's like, hey man, you should probably watch your stuff, because once he was telling me a story about how once he fell asleep to someplace and someone stole all his stuff and no one woke him up and tried to tell him about it, and so he was just trying to look out for me. Yo, when I tell you, Jesus came. I don't know who would have stolen my stuff, but someone could have. After the tortilla's done, I'm gonna put these and roast them. What's burning? Oh. Has nice color. It's inflated too. Yo, when I tell you this is burnt. Quinoa is done. I forgot to flip it so the other side is completely blanc, while this side is completely burnt. Congrats! Making a little container for them to go in. I'm tempted to put sugar on top of this, but I know something will burn, so I'm gonna finish my story. So basically, I talked to the man, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then my bus comes eventually. Bus driver looks super cool, super chill, young black male. I get on the bus, and luckily, thank Jesus, it was empty. I go to the back of the bus because that's where blacks belong, and I sit down, still feeling really ill, and we're halfway through, almost freaking there, and I throw up. I hate throwing up. I was so embarrassed, and then my acting skills kicked in, because I was trying to pretend it really super bothered me. I was in the back of the bus, trying to look like I'm having a breakdown, so it doesn't look like I just threw up, and I'm hey, clean that up. And so, yeah, and I was literally looking at a person a couple rows ahead of me. There was two people on the bus, me and someone else. Someone was in the front of the bus, They didn't even have headphones on. They just didn't look back. That's how you can tell how crazy Baltimore is. Don't judge us. But like, they didn't even look back. I'm heaving. And they're just sitting there acting like nothing's happened. Like, y'all hear some? I'm dying and no one is looking at me. So at the end of my ride, this guy, the bus driver goes, "Man, you throw up?" And I could see the anger on his face, which I can understand. And then I get home, I get off the bus, and I think I avoided him actually. Might have apologized, might have avoided him. And I get off the bus, and my dad picks me up. He's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I didn't get your tag." I'm like, "I threw up on the bus." So yeah, that was a fun story. I talked like James Charles. I'm like, sorry, sister. And so with this, we're gonna make, back to cooking. So the quinoa, done. This, we're gonna make, we're gonna put eggs inside. So here's how you do this. You poke a hole through the bread. There's a better way to do this. You poke a hole through the bread, and you make a hole big enough for an egg to cook in it. And so you do that. Oh shoot. Yeah, you do that. And you put it on the pan, and you just crack an egg inside, and you flip it. Usually I toast the bread beforehand, but it's getting late and I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. But do whatever with viewer discretion. Wow. Use your discretion. Let me check on my beautiful cake. It's burning. It's a cutesy little cake. Something juicy for something juicy. I don't know if this works, but like, I don't have toothpicks right now, so I'm just gonna... That's way undercooked. The apples are doing fine, so I'm gonna start cooking this. So this is gonna be really boring. One piece of sausage. Something juicy for something juicy. Y'all, we are almost done. This is a whole meal and dessert. My friends that go to CIA are probably like looking down upon me. I'm sorry. So actually I'm gonna put the sausage in it first so that it cooks, it can cook with the pan heating up. This, however, cannot. I feel like I'm going with my feelings because that's the only thing that I can trust in this world. So yes. It's cooking. So I'm actually gonna cut it a little bit so it cooks faster because I'm patient. Oh, I put it on the highest setting. So actually I said I was gonna wait, but I'm not gonna. I think the flavor profile and aroma of the eggs and bread will be complemented by the sauce. Okay, so you're gonna want to flip occasionally and pay close attention to your food because it could be burning at any given moment. Shoot. I'm gonna put this in for a little while. It's getting really dark, but I'm sure it's still undercooked. I forgot why you should toast the bread beforehand, and now I just remembered because if it's soft bread, it's gonna move a lot with everything else, but if it's harder, it'll keep its shape. You can't cook with electric stoves because they always burn your food. Usually when I do this by myself, it looks way better. But this is so far. Here's my veggie food. You can hear the steam is burning. But this I got a little toasty. Oh, I did it seasoned. I was gonna say something, but let me not stir up controversy. But yeah, seasoning is very important, people. So we're just gonna salt it, both sides. I should have done this on the pan, but I don't think. Gonna obey it on one side. No, both sides, because why not? I'm gonna put white pepper. Shoot. Okay. And then here we have the quinoa. Nice, at a nice temperature, actually. So we're just gonna pour out the liquid. Oh shoot, let me cook on this stuff in the oven. Yo, this is really coming together. And then my quinoa, okay. Like this has to be done. Because it's very dark brown. Oh, I made a cake! Yo, when I tell you I'm impressed with myself, this could have gone horribly and the house could have been on fire. But it, okay, we got a nice little browning to our apples. Nice little brown. You know, like, we live in lavish. Yo. Oh, they're nice and soft. They're a little hot. And it's a little more sour than before. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make dessert quinoa. Because when you think quinoa, what do you think of? Meal, protein, what? Now we're gonna add it to, we're gonna make it a dessert. All you need is cinnamon. Loads of it. Cinnamon challenge! Ah! I'm so happy. This is a legendary moment for myself. Gordon Ramsay would kill me because I didn't taste my food. Delicious. How it tastes with an apple. Let's try this. Okay, it won't stay on. Minus. Flavor profile is there! So we're just gonna actually break them in half and throw them in. This is gonna be like, so I have a four course meal. I have 4 items. Please. You're being mean. Alright. Yo, this is so great. Look at myself. Cooking over there. 1, 2, 3. Now, we're gonna have a conversation about this cake. It look a little, no, actually it looks good. Right, don't it look good? You can see the sprinkles and all that stuff. Flavor profile. Can you hear me? Alright, my camera keeps shutting off because it doesn't like me. Doesn't appreciate my usage and abusage of it. So you can barely see it, but here I have, well actually I'm gonna make it bigger. So what we're gonna start, we start with our proteins and our deliciousness. We have a beautiful sausage, veggie sausage, prepared on the pan. Turn your oven off, kids. Then we have a delectable egg bread. Let's do a little taste. I ain't gonna complain. What? Alright, we need a little quick. We need a drink. 1 second. Alright, just a little bit of water to wash it down because I drink water because I'm the most unhealthy person you'll meet. On average, I probably drink one of these about every 2 weeks, so I've been trying to drink them more often. Let's try a quesadilla. You know, let's treat ourselves. It's eatable. I mean, edible. I mean, it's not the flavor profile. I mean, I'm fancy. The flavor profile isn't too extravagant, but hey. So I already tasted this, but let me just taste the quinoa. Let me show you actually. So we have our oven. Oven baked apples and quinoa. Delicious. Simple. Sweet. Healthy. Yo, when the apple kicks in, it's like when you're at church and they modulate. Wait. Like in church, like the I know someone still take it up. I know the passion work. Okay, I'm gonna chill out on that. Wait. I know the must still work. I know. That wasn't very great, but. Let's cut into our cake. Let's do a little. Actually, I'm gonna cut into it right in front of your face so you can admire my genius. Alright, so we're just gonna take out a little slice. Our little healthy cake. Yes! It's cooked all the way through, surprising. It's moist. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's. Is it supposed to do that? I don't know. But I think Gordon Ramsay is really quaking right now, and I'm really excited. This took a turn. Originally, it's okay. What can I say? Quite delicious. Wow. Wow, this is really. Yo, are you proud of me? You saw me do this. And I saw myself look a mess in the brown pan. Now, yo, this is edible. Was I expecting to snow? But it's good. All right. So this is a mukbang. I'm gonna finish eating these off camera. But I just want to thank you so much for watching. If you stayed until the end, because if I'm being honest with you, I did not. When I tell you this wasn't supposed to go as well as it did. It didn't. Wait. I don't know what's. But it surprised me. I'm sorry, I talked with food in my mouth. Shishapita soup. Whoa. But I just want to thank you for bearing with me through my. Sorry, I've just been really exposing myself. It's very immodest. But thank you for being here with me. Thank you for just being my friend. Why am I talking like I'm from the South? But I just want to thank you for dealing with my dog barking, dealing with my crazy story. I should probably end the video because it's long enough already. But yes, thanks for watching. And have a nice day. Make a nice meal? What? This is under, I don't know how, I didn't time myself, but if I time myself, yes. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to do, I probably won't get any comments on this, but if you do have a suggestion, let me know. Let a brother know, you know? Yeah. This put me in a good mood. Oh, I can talk about food all day in another video, like how happy food makes me, but that's another day. But yeah, leave suggestions, leave anything. Leave hate comments. We love them. So we're gonna exit now because I don't know how to, but thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch up later. Get it? Because we're over food now. I say catch up. Toodaloo.
Ew, I got apple juice all over my